Hi guys, and welcome to U-Wrench. Today we're going to be showing you how to do a bench test on a blower motor. So if you've got a blower motor and you need to test whether it's faulty or not, this is how to do it. Let's get stuck in. So first of all, we need to locate where the electrical connector would normally go on this blower. So here we can see we've got two pins just here, so that would normally be your power coming into the blower motor. So now what we want to do is work out a way of connecting something on to these two pins. Now ideally something like one of these little female spade connectors, which is a fully insulated one, would be ideal. This isn't quite the right size, we need the next size up for these particular pins. But ideally what would be a good idea would be to connect a wire onto one of these and just slide that down onto that pin, and then repeat for the second pin as well. Like I said, unfortunately these aren't quite big enough, so we've got another workaround. So we're going to use a couple of these electrical clamps. I've just taken the sheathing off of it. Then what we're going to do is going to clip one carefully onto one pin, make sure that's secure and pointing outwards. We'll do the same on the other side, pointing outwards. Now it's very important when we connect power that these two never touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the insulation sleeves that I removed earlier, and I'm just going to put them in between nice and firmly, so that I know it's impossible for these to touch. So that's our little setup. Now this may vary from car to car depending on what make and model it is. You may be able to connect to the pins slightly easier than we have here, but whatever you do when you connect up to these pins, you've got to make sure that there's no chance that they can touch. So if you're using bare metal like we are, make sure there's something to divide them so that there's no possibility of these two touching. So next we've got to find some way of supplying these two points with the positive and negative from a 12 volt source. And this can be done in numerous ways. You could connect a wire directly from your car battery. You could do this test kind of under the hood of your car, or you can use something like an old car battery that you can put on your desk, or even like a jump starter pack, which is what we're going to do here, as long as obviously it's a 12 volt feed. Now one important thing to remember is when you connect your power up, obviously this fan underneath will likely want to spin. So what we want to do is actually raise it up off of the desk when we're running our test, because otherwise this thing will either spin the top or the whole thing will start to work its way across the desk. So it needs to be clear of the desk for the test. So carefully connect. Get first of your connections, make sure that's safe and secure. As we touch that on, see the fan blower motor goes around. You don't need to hold it on there. Get an idea there. So with your power connected, you can easily see, that's a good test, that this fan motor is perfectly operational. So when the power is input from the car to this blower motor, this will operate. So if you're running your test and your fan blower is not operating in your car, you run this bench test and it works just like we have here, then you can completely rule out the fan motor. Your fan blower right here is good.